Welcome to Weekly 3.1. This week we're featuring absolute value. What is the absolute value of -8? Absolute value means the distance between a number and 0. And absolute value is always positive because you move right.
We're going to demonstrate it on a number line. So we're going to start at -8 and see how many jumps it takes us to get to 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the absolute value of -8 is +8.
So here we have example 2. Find the absolute value, and we're finding the absolute value of 2.
Alright, so first mark 2. And since it's from 0, you go 1, then 2. Since it's always positive, it will be 2, and there.
That seems really easy. And here we have example 3. It says solve the absolute value of -2 plus the absolute value of 5.
Well, what I was going to do is make the 2 a positive 2 from the negative because it's the absolute value.
An absolute value is always positive.
Yeah. And I keep this the 5 because the 5 don't go nowhere because it's not a negative from it, and it equals 7.
Absolute value seems really easy. And here we have example 4. Solve the absolute value of 5 minus the absolute value of -3.
So first we start off with the absolute value of 5, which would be 5. Negative be minus, and then we do the absolute value of 3, which is going to be a positive, so it would be 3. And then we just solve the equation, which would be +2.
Awesome! So here we have example 5, and it looks a little bit different because all our work is inside our absolute value signs now.
Since our work is inside the absolute value, you have to do the work that's inside first.
Okay.
So -6 plus 3 equals -3, because when you add a negative by a positive, it equals a negative. Since we have absolute value, you put the lines around the answer in the equation, and it will equals +3.
Awesome!
Absolute value of -98 subtract -48. When you're subtracting the negative, it's the same as adding a positive. So we're going to subtract 98, subtract 48, which equals 50. And you know it's a negative because you owe more than what you have. So the absolute value of -50 is +50.